Jacq, we are so spoiled by the beautiful bounty of seafood in our oceans around Australia.
I'd agree.
Cooking a fish whole like this on the bone, you get the most amazing flavour that nothing compares to it.
Yep.
And we're going to go a bit French today.
Ooh.
In fact, let's get started.
Okay.
If you could slice some garlic and some lemon for me.
No problem.
Classic flavours that go really, really well with fish. We're not reinventing the wheel today. So I've got my mandolin here. We want some really thin slices of our potato. Now, always at home, if you're using a mandolin, to make sure you're using the guard.
You don't want to let those fingers near the
These
knife.
can be dangerous machines, so we just want to make sure we're using the guard and then just getting some beautiful thin slices. But if you're good with a knife, you go with that. Absolutely. So there we have our thinly sliced potato. Now, all I'm going to do, Jacq, is just get that into our roasting dish and just make a nice layer of the potato on the bottom of our pan. What's going to happen is, as the fish cooks and all those herbs and those buttery juices, they're going to flavour our potato and fennel on the bottom.
I do love potato. I know for a little while people were a bit scared of potatoes.
Scared of potato?
I know, the white potato
Who?
got a real bashing for a long time, but it's actually just as nutritious as a sweet potato. And if you actually cook and cool white potatoes, so making a humble potato salad or something like that, then it's a great source of something called resistant starch, which is like premium petrol for the bugs in your gut.
Oh, I like that analogy. I like that a lot.
Think about that when you're having your little white potato next time.
Okay, I will. Now, if you could also pick me some beautiful fennel fronds. Obviously, fennel and fish are a match made in heaven, and those fronds are going to really flavour our fish beautifully. People get a bit freaked out by fennel, but it is one of the most glorious vegetables, and I love it. Okay, so I just want to get some thin slices of our fennel as well.
That's how I make my very popular fennel, orange and beetroot salad, which I'll have to show you sometime as well.
Okay, so there's our beautiful fennel. So that can all go into our baking dish as well.
And by keeping it all a similar thickness, it'll all bake at the same rate. And because fennel's quite a fibrous veggie,
It is.
So, and obviously we want to cook through the starches and the potatoes, so it'll be the perfect combination there.
Time for Mr. Snapper. It's not really appealing with the fins left on, so I'm just going to, just with some kitchen scissors, just slice them off, because a lot of people can get a little bit grossed out by the fins, and that's understandable.
This is a good hack though. I think this is the sort of thing that people need to have and know that they can use so that they're not so intimidated by the whole fish.
Making sure we get the fins at the bottom as well. Flip over.
So butter just in cubes.
Please, that would be great. And we're using 125 grams of butter.
Okay, so about half a block.
But look at the colour of this butter. It's organic butter.
Ooh, my favourite.
This is family-owned business, Australian cows, and they are grass-fed, and you can tell by the quality of the butter.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to use a lot of butter in a dish, it has to be good quality.
Make it a good one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's stuff our snapper. So thank you for prepping all of this for me. That makes my job very, very easily.
Good, I'm here
so
for that.
some of our lemon goes into the cavity. A few slices. We're really just building flavour here, Jacq. Some of that garlic goes in.
Yum.
Some of those fennel fronds can go in. And then we've got some parsley and throw it inside. Some of our thyme leaves, you can go in. All right, lovely. And then we need some of this gorgeous butter
Can't forget your butter.
inside our snapper. Get lots of that in there. Now, fish needs, although it lives in the salty ocean, it does need a good seasoning, all right? So plenty of sea salt.
So not my usual pinch of sea salt here, but a very generous
You
amount
want to
of
be
sea salt.
nice and generous. And some pepper.
And that's going to help with the skin going a bit more crispy on the top.
Yeah, we
and
want a
things
bit of
as
crispy
well.
skin
Yeah.
action. Absolutely.
I think you're a little bit of a Frenchman at heart. There is a lot of French coming out in your dishes. I'm loving it because I've never really learnt much about French food. I'd be more Italian and Asian, but you're bringing a lot of French to the table. I'm happy.
I do love French cuisine, and I love butter. Now we just want to add a few more slices of those lemons on top. And some more of our butter. We're just going to just sort of dot that over. As that hits the oven, it's going to start to melt and, yeah, just soak down, and then you get the most beautiful flavours, and those fennel and potatoes will be the best fennel and potatoes you've had in your life.
I know how good this is going to taste already, I think.
Okay, we're ready for the oven. 200-degree oven. It's probably going to take about 25 minutes. If the flesh flakes away easily, you know you're ready to rock and roll. Our snapper's just come out of the oven. Have a look at this.
It is outstanding. Gold medal for this one.
This is a plonket in the middle of the dinner table, and everyone just tucks in. And then you just want to finish it with a few fresh fennel fronds on top.
Because that's like a burnt butter sauce that it's created almost.
Essentially, that's what it's made, and it's really caramelised that fennel and potato.
Good.
And it's also flavoured the inside of the fish as well. Little bit of sea salt flakes. So let's have a look at the flesh. So you just want to peel that back, and just, you can see how easily that's just flaking. That's how you know that's cooked to
Buttery
perfection.
and tender.
Here you go. I'm not going to feed you, but you can have that. And then I'll get my own.
Oh, wow.
Soft, buttery, the flavour of the lemon, the herbs, and I need to try a bit of this.
Gentle flavours. I was about to say, all I really want to do here is dive down and keep going down to the base of the
As
dish.
the butter's dripping off mine.
Tim, that's a beautiful dish. Well done.
No more words.